What is going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Ty the Lego guy here, and welcome to another Lego Star Wars comparison. And as you guys can see, there are some big differences between these models. But the first one we're going to be taking a look at is the Desert Skiff. That's set 7104, had 55 pieces, 2 minifigs, came out in 2000 and retailed for only $6 US. Now nowadays this set's going for 26 new or 14 used. And then we'll be comparing it against the Desert Skiff set as well, same name. It's set 9496, came out in 2012, had 213 pieces, 4 minifigs, and retailed for about 30 US. Now nowadays this set's going for 40 new or 24 used. Honestly, there's big differences. We're not going to say which one's better, which one's worse, just because this one's obviously a much better constructed model, much more movie accurate as well. But it's really cool to see the differences and how Lego has changed over the years. But anyways, enough talk, let's get right into it. And to start us off, we'll actually take a look at the 2000 Desert Skiff. So as you guys can see, it is an old boy. Has that nostalgic, classic look though to it, I have to say. But man, this thing is dated. So let's just give you guys that 360 view that we always do. Not a bad looking model. I mean, nice looking little cockpit. You can sit a minifig in there, no problem. I love the little stand that they have for Luke. Like, it is so small. It's literally, it's a 1x8 brick. It actually goes into the build of this. And you can kind of stand Luke up on it, but it looks like that. So I mean, this is just, it's really dated, really small. But you know, it has that classic look to it. Not bad. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about it. It's just a very classic looking model, but it's extremely undersized and not the most accurate skiff, but it definitely gets them nostalgic points. Let's now take a look at the much more improved 2012 model. And now we've moved on to the 2012 Desert Skiff. So let's give you guys a 360 view of this model as well. Very nice looking. As you can see, this one's actually very size accurate. Like, the Desert Skiff is about this. These dimensions are about correct, I'd say, for it. The cool thing about it is the stand, unlike the old one, fits a minifig no problem, and it actually folds in and out. So very cool on Lego's part. The other thing you can tell is, I don't know if what you want to call these, are almost like sail skiffs, whatever you want to call those. They almost look like they're solar powered, much more detailed on the 2012 model. The other thing that's really cool about it is it has right here a hidden compartment for blasters. So I thought that was really smart. Good use of that little area. And then the cockpit here, much better than the 2000 version. I mean, it is 12 years old, that 2000 version, so what do you expect? But just all in all, just a great looking model. I think Lego really knocked this one out of the park. One of these days we will compare it against the more recent skiffs that came out after 2012. But I think that this was the beginning of the skiff and them actually doing a good job at it, unlike the 2000 model. Although they did do a good job at it. And what's interesting is the Jabba's sail barge from 2007 also had a very similar skiff. But again, it was much like the 2000 as well. Anyways, those are the skiffs. Let's now compare them side by side. So guys, when I said that there was a big size difference between the two of them, you can obviously see it. This one's about twice as big as the other one. It's not twice as long, but it's at least 2 bricks wider, and it's at least, like, you know, about 8 bricks longer. So I'd say it's about roughly twice as big as the older skiff. Just a far superior job on it. I mean, this one does have the nostalgic points. You can't fault that, but this one looks a lot like the movie, I'd say. And it is much more accurate to size. It's just a good looking skiff. I really do like it. I was thrilled when Lego actually brought this model out. Anyways, those are the skiffs. Let's now take a look at the minifigs and compare those. The changes are, yeah, they're not quite as drastic as this one. Well, they are, but in a good way. But yeah, let's now take a look at those minifigs. A key thing I wanted to mention before we got into the minifigs, though, was this: the 2012 model actually came with a Sarlacc Pit. Now, this is a comparison, but I thought I should, review this and let you guys know that this was included with the 2012 model. What's kind of cool about it is you can actually fit a minifig in there quite easily. It is a very big mouth, and I think it gets the job done. The only thing I wish about this little Sarlacc Pit is I wish it was a little bit more organic looking. Like, it just looks so clunk, 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 clunk. Like, a creature doesn't look like that, right? Like, it has off edges, at least not this creature, right? If you guys watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But all in all, nice looking Sarlacc Pit. It also has those tentacles to try and get you, which is actually kind of cool as well. They don't really move around that much, and you can't really hold a minifig. You can't latch onto a minifig, I should say, with them, but it gives a nice look that you possibly could, right? Anyways, nice looking Sarlacc Pit. Not perfect, but not terrible. Let's now again get into those minifigs. And here we have the 2 Luke Skywalkers that are included in both of these desert skiffs. So obviously on the far right, it's Luke Skywalker from the 2000 version, and then on the far left, it's Luke Skywalker from the 2012 model. Very nice looking. As you can see, there's big differences with these 2 minifigs. Now, I will say, the 2012 version doesn't have back face printing, so he just has front face printing. He does have back torso printing, unlike the 2000 Luke. But what the 2000 Luke has going for him is the nostalgia in yellow, that simplistic look, and look at that beautiful looking lightsaber. Guys, new is not always better. Old sometimes takes the cake, and in this case it does. I know if you played with the chrome lightsabers a lot, they'd fade and chip, but if you just have them for display purposes, you cannot beat the way that the older chrome hilt lightsabers looked. But all in all, nice looking Lukes. They both capture the look. This one's basically just, what do you like more? Do you like more updated, accurate looking Luke, or do you like the more classic, simpler looking minifig? Anyways, those are the first 2 minifigs. Let's now take a look at the next 2. And here we have the next 2. So on the far right, we actually have Han Solo. This is obviously from the 2000 set. And then on the far left, we have Lando Calrissian from the 2012. So I'll just give you guys a 360 view of these guys. This is the same thing. You like a simpler looking minifig more, or a more detailed minifig? I will say though, this Lando, I love. Like, check out that helmet piece. They did a great job on that. This was actually my first Lando I actually ever owned. Nice looking smiley face. There's no other way to put it. And both these minifigs are appropriate for this set because they were both on this skiff. They just decided to go with, different figs for each model. But yeah, all in all, very happy with the 2 of them. Again, I'm probably going to go with this Lando. It's not quite a comparison. It's just, I love that minifig. It's so unique. I love the custom helmet they made for him. Anyways, let's now move on to the final 2 minifigs. And here we have Kithaba. The main reason any of you guys bought the 2012 Desert Skiff. I mean, you just need more Kithaba in your life. Well, no, let's be honest. You're probably buying this set. These are both from the 2012 Desert Skiff. You're most likely buying this model if you're looking for minifigs for the Boba Fett and the Lando Calrissian. So great looking Bubba. He doesn't have back torso printing nor back face printing, which you don't really need because his jetpack kind of covers it up. He has a nice cloth, his garment that he throws over himself. It's almost like a scarf, but not quite. And it just looks cool, let's be honest. Then he also has feet printing, leg printing, torso printing, no arm printing or anything like that. The main difference, though, you'll notice with this Bubba, though, I really appreciated it. No angry clone face. He has this is actually more of a custom print. I haven't seen this face in too many sets, too many models. I believe the Django is similar from 2013, but as you can see, there's nice little scars. He has a little bit of growth going on. Just all in all, great looking minifig. I was really thrilled about that they didn't include the angry clone face for him, because it's just so stupid. I'm so happy they're doing away with that face. Anyways, great looking minifigs. Again, you bought the set because of Kithaba, the notorious pig. I mean, the aliens that Star Wars sometimes has. But anyways, those are the two final minifigs that came in the 2012 Skiff. Let's now get into the end of the review, or comparison I should say, and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my comparison. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I love doing these just because we can see the difference that 12 years makes. Like, this set could basically come out nowadays and no one would bat an eye at it. But this one, wow. There's a lot of nostalgia with it though. It's that classic simplistic look, but obviously it's not nearly as accurate as the model on the left. The 2012 it does a really good job representing what happened in this scene, and it's a more accurate sized Skiff as well. But let me know what you guys think. Which model is your favorite? If I'm possibly being a little bit too harsh to the older one, I don't think I am. It's so much simpler looking and smaller. But anyways, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Lego Star Wars comparisons, reviews that we do in this channel. We basically do them every Tuesday, and I love doing them, just seeing the differences of how Legos changed over the years. But anyways, again, that's all I got for you today. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.